All right, let's see what we've got next. Ladder's officially ending in less than a week. Okay, we got somebody from the Ogre Pond tier, so slightly higher than we are now. And yes, I want to go first. Okay, so it's not a bad hand. We'll start with the Ditto in the active. Put down my Petrods. I'm not going to put down the monkey just yet. Let's see what we've got. Okay, just a Pheasantipity. So I've definitely got a better opening hand than they do. Okay, I'm going to Nest Ball the Squawk. I'll go ahead and put the monkey down now since I'm going to lose it anyway. Blood Moon or Saloon I definitely don't want to put down now. Let's Squawk and Seize. Okay, so let's see what we got. Let's do... Let's do Transformative Start. Grab out the Brute Bonnet. Because now I can do the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. And I'll get the Latias. Toxic Powder. And Retreat. And we're going to Carmine. And I'm placing the Stadium even though it doesn't do any additional damage to the Pheasantipity because it is dark, but still. 60 damage poison per turn. Lily's Determination. So, that hand must have been really bad. And what are they getting? Okay, Teal Mask Ogre Pawn. Teal Dance. And poison damage. Okay, so... maybe I should have left Monkey in my hand because I didn't have room for my Mega Latias. But now if I get an energy... Okay, Forest of Vitality. So now we know it's a grass deck. I know. Yeah, I got a full bench of stuff and no attackers, so that's not great. Scoop up Cyclone. Okay. You don't see that A-spec too often, but it does make sense in a Forest of Vitality deck. You can scoop up, like, say, a full line of, you know, stage 2 grass Pokemon, and with the Force of Vitality, you just put it all back down, so it's like an extra way to heal. So all the damage I've done is for nothing. Both of my baby Petrons are in the discard, so I'll grab one with the Night Stretcher. Let's do some poison. Retreat. Perilous Jungle. And yeah. I am really missing my Latias because I could have attacked. Binding Mochi would have done 80 and then 80 for poison, and this thing would have been close to dead. They did bump my Stadium. Iono. Okay, now we're seeing the Bulbasaur. We got the Mew. Wow, and their bug catcher just got them the Ivysaur and the Venusaur. Alright, what now? Okay, we're gonna Lilies. I haven't taken a prize yet, so that'll be 8. Okay, we're gonna go with the Mimikyu instead of the Mega Latias because all they have is EXs on the field. Ideally, I would be strafing and then retreating into the Mimikyu, because then I could do the damage, they would take the poison. Gosh, another Ino, okay. Okay, well at least I got my Perilous Jungle. Yeah, Teal Dance with Solar Transfer is a pretty good combo. You're accelerating that energy, you still get your attach per turn, you can move them around where you need them. Okay, and there we go. Chikorita has hit the bench. There's Bayleaf. Okay, bump their stadium again. Not that it matters too much at this point. But alright, I'm gonna put an energy on Mimikyu, because then next time I can do damage. So if the poison doesn't get them, I will. And they are retreating. Okay, and they're actually going to attack me with the Bayleaf, which makes sense. It's the only thing on their field that can hit Mimikyu, and it forces a switch. That's not great. Well, I guess it is. I'm saving my Mimikyu. I don't want it to get knocked out by this Bayleaf. It's Toxic Powder. Okay, let the poison tick. Not switching. So if they keep the Bayleaf there, which they probably won't, they'll probably switch out into one of that other non-damaged Teal Mask. And goodness, they do have a lot of cards to shuffle their deck, shuffle their hand back into their deck and draw some more. which totally makes sense. When you get stuff like the bug catching set and Force of Vitality lets you just like fully evolve in a single turn, it's kind of insane. Yep, and switching for the non-damaged Teal Mask, there's Meganium, which means all of the grass counts for 2. They bump my Stadium, they Night Stretcher. I think I've literally never seen it go so well for a Mega Venusaur deck. And part of that's my fault. I did not set up my bench properly in the beginning. Okay, so now that guy's gone. And back to Mimikyu, which can still get knocked out by that Meganium, but... Okay, now let's bring out the Mega Latias. Should have done this a long time ago, but made mistakes. Okay, Binding Mochi. And I'm going to retreat. Now I'll do Toxic Powder, so I can activate my Binding Mochi. And Strafe back into the Mimikyu. Okay, and they're solar transferring everything to the active Teal Mask and Boss's orders. Wow, 480. And that's their last 3 prizes. Good job, buddy. Wow, 80 was all I did. There it is, so 15 attached energy. Oh yeah, because 7 times 2 and mine, that's the 15th.